in my heart. Lord, I feel your love over me. Every time I look around, now you are the sea. Every time I turn around, now you are the pillow. Abba Father, you know my name. Papa, you know me. Yeah. Yelele, 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 yelele. Yelele, 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 yelele. Yeah, yeah. Jesus, your love, now oh. My master, your kindness, now wonder oh. Every time I look around, now you are the sea. Every time I turn around, now you are the field. Jesus, you said I be a picking, no. Jesus, you said your love go cover me. Every time I look around, now you are the sea. Every time I look around, now you are the pillow. Abba Father, you know me, you know my name. Yeah. Papa, you know my name.
Thank you very much, Reverend Sama, for that reminder again. Greetings to the people of Ambazonia. It's exactly 4 minutes after the hour of 5 p.m. in Ambazonia. And today is another very special day with Dr. Fred, who is with me here in the studios. But before I bring him in and we go ahead with our discussion, I just want the Amazonian people to know that we are here for another edition of our history. And we all know Dr. Fred, his potentials, and his capability and ability to take us to where we're supposed to be. But before we get down to Dr. Fred, I just want to say greetings to all the Amazonian people, especially those of you on home front who are holding on to the fort and doing everything to make sure that we get into our land and it shall never be the same again. I want to say 21 guns salutes to all of you. I want to thank the Secretary of State for Communication for his input and education that he's given to us. We will not forget the new program that just came up, and it's going to be fortnightly, fortnightly, yeah. So after this Monday, tomorrow, the next Monday, we shall be receiving the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Amazonia, in the person of Mr. Ate, talking to us about the Know Your Interim Government. It was a very wonderful program last Monday, and I want to encourage all the Ambazonians to go back to YouTube, to Facebook, and revisit that program. It was very, very rich. And this week, we'll be having Dr. Fred for the next 3 days. He's a historian, a medical doctor, an Ambazonian, and just put it all. We thank God for his time that he's coming to educate us. Remember that the Ethics Commission's motto is saying that we are one of the only countries in the world that has instituted ethics during time of war to educate our people. So please, as you are listening to me, I'd like you to share the link very widely so that people can profit, benefit, and ask questions especially as Doctor is coming in today to give us diversities, about our history. So before I go, I want to greet Mr. President. Thank you for your resilience, Dr. Sako, for what you are doing. The Ambazonian people are behind you and thanking you for the stance you have taken to make us get down to Boya. I want to remind the people of Ambazonia that the Secretary of State for Communication, Dr. Martin Mungwa, is the person I'm talking about. Yes, when you hear of the Secretary of State for Communication, any other person claiming Secretary of State for Communication for Ambazonia, for the interim government in particular, on a different channel and not on ABC, is not for Ambazonia. I mean that is not for the interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, of whose president and the only president is Dr. Sako Samuel. Yeah, we appreciate other groups that have come up and they are coming up. We appreciate all of you, and but we remain to be the interim government getting ready to go to Boya. All right, with that said, and with the greetings to everyone, not forgetting you at all of you are inclusive. We want to say that the interim government is waxing strong and pushing on. The Secretary of State for Resource Mobilization, Nijo, he will be coming up to brief us on what is going to happen, because very soon we are going back. We are not going to relent our effort for anything. We will continue to do it. And so we encourage you to stay tuned and be with us. But before we go, let Dr. Lobati come in and say hello to the people, and then we'll kick off from there. Over to you, Doctor.
Okay. I want to thank all man again. Say we're there together. We say we'll be one people them. Salute we meet them, we papa them, we brother them, we picking them, we grand picking them. We're glad plenty. I want to talk for we talk so that may all man here fine. What we will talk about. When as I say the other time I will summarize the history where we get them for we country, Southern Cameroon when and now Ambazonia. How we would not suffer so from the time them for German then so they can reach now. And then I will talk say I will come back again as God agree. Can't tell we say why we there for inside the kind of trouble so and how the palaver will end. Anyway, I will try for talk some them for the next 3 days, and I pray say God go grease him bring them all way to the inside bed. I just want more as I will say these 5 days so now between good and evil, and I think what we talked before. Now between night and daytime, say good overcome evil. Now so the truth day, whether they like them or they don't like them. You say when sun they shine, it overcome darkness. That means say when sun enter, night darkness must run. And we for Ambazonia, we there for the side of goodness, we there for the side of night. And so we say, go up, come down. We don't win this case. La Republic don't lost, no matter who the talks with it. And we will give some details about that one for proven when we talk this palaver. Now, if we want to take some small summary, I'll be talking with the highway. German they became enter with country. Then German they lost the war. They divide with country for England and France. Then they turn can reach from 1960 when they begin independence. Then we papa them. When they control, we will talk English. We prefer English. We will be controlled by England. Them. Then we talk. The one same will be independent. That means say Endele then will function and they be talk about men that go for Manfe. The one same will get independence. When they will go for Toridi Palaba for United Nations, then so Englishman they call and say Cohen. Now he turn we Fulham. Talk say we feel only free now when we join La Republic or we join Nigeria. And the reason that because they don't go for back, go make some Tori, how will they continue for control we for Sika we kaku them. And as the Palava Waka, the Tori BB say if we vote say we will join Nigeria, then England will control we chop we kaku with Nigeria them. But if we be say we join La Republique, then France will give England £2 million and then control we like their kaku. Now anyway, when they will vote say we will join Nigeria, Then Charles de Gaulle, where we been at the first president of France after the Second World War, he talks saying that's a small gift this way, England, Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth, where he's teaching off a chair. Remember, I said Queen Elizabeth became for chair for 1953. So he be there for power before we come out for Enugu Country for 1954. And so the Palava, so you know him, you know that Andrew Cohen, what they talk about. So anyway, so he talks saying that the small gift were Queen of England and that. And since that time, La République under France they control it using La République, so we be enslaved. Now you know say La République they so they don't get them no independence indirectly, so we too we don't get independence. And I don't show how La République we don't make some plan how to change La République with where they call and say their president them. And you know say La République don't already get only two president them. Ahidjo, where he died for 1989, where he be there for power since actually in the late 1950s before they can get their independence for 1st of January 1960. Ahidjo, they control them. And then after that, for 1982, they dribbled Ahidjo full and say the sick. Then get chair for the man way, it call his king say before BI say now they control Cameroon. But Cameroon don't get no true independence because they change them time and we rob them. And we don't talk about that agreement where France get them for sure say they change them. I will talk for pidgin English that more people than know fine. Because if I say me all man sabi, whether you do push truck or you go school or now everybody talk for pidgin English that may all man really hear fine wait where it truly happened. That means say before 1959, before La République, they get that thing where they realize they get independence. France beside agreement with Ahidjo talk say now France will decide all politics, all economic activity, and all social cultural activity for inside Cameroon. That means say anything where they happen inside La République, now France will control all. And some others have say La République no get no power. Anything where they happen for that country, now France will control them. Now France ambassador, now he truly control Biya when the lie say that on a president. Now Biya they under French ambassador and a French ambassador regardless of his age. Even Biya they announced the born for February 13, 1933. That French ambassador if he be even younger than 40 years old self. Now he go control Biya. Now so we they. So now France control all that thing them. Then now France they make all the money palava them. Whether they devalue them and I hear say they want devalue money now. And I think when price for chop, everything they go up. You know, so they don't devalue the money for the early 1990 them. They devalue them again now. Now France they control all that money. And then now France they decide about education for go school palava. So now France they control all the educational activity them for La République. And you know, say France not wrong for academic activity. Me I be bookman. I don't go far away. I teach for university too. So I talk say if you go for internet, you search research documentation where book people they sabi, France get less than 4%. All people for world, whether not China, Russia, Japanese them, when they publish their documents, it will be for English. Now English country they dominate all this education palaver them. Imagine France will not get any serious education palaver, and then they control with education. You know, when they publish university them for Africa where they don't go far away for book, yeah, La République not get any way show up in the first 200. No one, not even that university for Yaoundé or anyone whether Boya, they don't feel compete. Other country them, especially the English one them for South Africa, with Nigeria, with Kenya them, with Ghana them, with Egypt them. Now they get better university public publication them. But that one for Cameroon, they don't get nothing. And when you listen for things that they do, people that they do PhD on how it be a woman they go give them for sick people for hospital for Christmas Day. Imagine PhD for go give gifts for sick people them for hospital. Now your PhD that. And then when they meet up together, they say, we'll give the woman PhD. And for PhD, we no go school. For go give gifts for sick people. So now they honor them. Now the thing that they do, and then they say they don't promote you now for become rector because we do that kind of thing. Now the kind of education that way France don't give we. Not be any serious education. And when you look, when we be boom for education, we begin to do fine for school. We school every day fine. Always school whether at Sacred Heart or CPC Bali or you know all the private and public schools and for English and how they do very very well. Even francophone countries they be jealous and where francophone presidents they be send their begin they can't go for school, and because they be get for English their side no because English pass French go up come down English system pass French system of education. So now when they jealous me, they can't scatter with school and destroy all that thing because if they don't forget I made them better destroy them now. That's what they do. But now France they control their education and France don't get even that people where they call themselves say they be minister them, where they like to go abroad for go get healthcare. You never see me as a doctor. Anyway, when they go for America for France, they go now for American hospital. They didn't go to say now for French hospital. They go now for American hospital. Why did they go now for American hospital? Because the English system better pass the French system. Anyway, France talks that they will control all with education. So if you imagine the kind of education we would get them. If bad so they begin that they go for school, that the professor they sleep will get them pass them where they don't go to school. Boy, they suffer where they read book, they not pass. Then you go pay money, make them try to give you some marks. So most of the students when they graduate, they don't graduate because they sabi book, but now because they go bribe teacher with money, make them. So when they don't even go them for school, say they get a degree. That way they form SDF where they get that parliament for University of Yaoundé, where students then be agitated, they get their way to where they call and say parliament. I be there for Yaoundé that time. Emma Basil with Andre Chungi, then when they be control government, you know say Emma Basil been at the mayor for Yaoundé. Andre Chungi, minister of territorial administration for each where Atang and Jide so. So now then we talk say they go arms, betty them, bully them, give them, spear them, knife them. Say me they go fight Anglophone them. They go kill some people, burn them for inside university hostel and control committee talks in a lie. No one man no die. Now they call it says zero more. But whatever the case, the two where they try for talk and say that students they will get their parliament. The people where they be fight them with knife, they don't go there for class. They give them degree where they don't pass. Now they where they admit them for enam. Then they don't graduate, now them be governor them now and deal them. Now people will book no they inside their head, nothing no they inside. Then the other one them they bribe now with money, say they don't pass, they don't have anything. Now the kind of education where France they give with that all. Anyway, the kind of agreement where they change them with them. They say now France it go control all things where Cameroon get them for money. First they start say all with money go then inside France treasury. Then they turn cut them small. Then for 1972 they cut them for 65%. Then for 1975 they cut them again. Went down at 50%. Let me say all money where La Republique get them. It must stay inside France. Their treasury now France will control them. But even if you want to take and self now like borrow money where they borrow you. That means you go borrow your own money and then you will pay interest on top again. And then that's more money where they borrow and bring them. Now where that minister they thief them. So that one way you hear say some minister don't thief 3,000 billion. All that kind of thing. And so now with money where they will go borrow them from France and other international monetary foundation them can bring them. Then that minister they thief and go put it inside their own account. But now so France control all the thing there. Then he go before again. He talks saying now France will control every good thing where it inside will land with natural resources. If you call it anything, whether now gold or now which way would they make more, they say now oil for southern zone. Oil they so it day all over. Nothing say they all over for which way we call and say Victoria's and Diane Day. So if you look back, oil no they respect boundary. If you look for Nigeria, oil can pass go past north for which way can be end. And if you look Chad they get oil, Niger them they get oil. So oil no they respect boundary. Oil pass flop go all place. So I know they make that mob say oil they only for southern zone. It they everywhere. If it's a half for dig, you will find them. But anyway, French people then trusting that they will control all that in them. And then whether now gold or any resources them, now they will control all. And then when they don't take them, anything where they don't like them, now that one will feel use them. And then we feel sell them for any other person, say we want to sell them for Chinese them. But anyway, they want to show you all the chain them where France tie La Republique with them. So La Republique they so no true independence. No true independence, not for that country. Now, I want to go before again, share some other small thing about the trouble where we did inside. So, if I people would know how this kind of thing can happen, say we did for this kind of trouble. I don't know, Pastor Komando, you want to ask me some question or might I go before?
No, go ahead, push on.
Okay. So, I want to talk again. This kind of palaver way, we did for we country. They thief all we think them. Then the small money where they thief and go hide them for one man country. And then live we picking them. They will suffer, work no day, they will die. Now they don't come to kill we. So we begin them even the way they think they suffer they for country, may they come and go for one man country. They want to try cross the Sahara desert with food. They reach for one country. That very white man them, they go pay Morocco with Algeria, with Libya, them, that Morocco, them, that Muslim them for North. Somebody then catch me, kill them. If when I see wrestling for internet, when I see some with people the way most Morocco, they don't catch them, tie them with rope, they kill them. Now that white, very white man them way, they take with president, say me they carry all money can hide them for their bank for Switzerland and for France and other countries and for other countries. Now they can't give them money, say me they catch me again. We begin the way they suffer, try say me they go outside, kill them. The one the way they manage, say they go for Dubai self, for go begin do small work. They even seize their passport, go lock them. When I don't see video them, how we begin to suffer, they turn some, they look like dog them. So one day they chop their sheep self, do all kind of bad for them. The kind of bad thing way they happen for we, so how it manage happen. I want for show on some document way it show we how that thing day. I know one say me when I fear plenty when I read the one, because I want say me when I sabi say if you sabi your enemy fine, you sabi how they burn them, how they we say they should done, which way they do, then it's easy for you for fight. And even best self, now for sabi how the palaver will end. And I want for assure we say go up, come down, we will crush all the enemy them. But I want to show you the details of all the things that way that they do. So because more we know fine, because if you don't know fine, you just book up the fight, some foolish fight, die some die way, you don't know you how you die your own. But these people then they so they're bad plenty, and their end is no good for them. It they good for we, and when God agree, I will show all that one as this time that they go before. So the thing with this I be saying, the people where they control all the things they so they go make some agreement. They talk say they'll do everything for make sure say that poor country, the way they call it, say third world country, like we for Africa, for Cameroon. So we must remain poor all the time. And they will control all we cackle where you see French people they do them. Let me say French people do them for French control country them like Cameroon and what any country where France control like Chad them, where Gabon them. But also for the other African country, they may be the same thing too. So these people then say they must control them and all their cackle. He say all power them. Now we don't say it should not for cheer. Now we will decide who them be. Now the same thing with France do. Now France decides me a hijo be. Now France to decide me be a be. And any man after beer. I don't know what I want to say. Beer the prepare for put it begin for cheer. I will can't read that to read how way it work for that one way want to put that begin for cheer. And how that I'm prepared to begin may do the same thing way papa they do. And if papa not do good work, how you think say begin to do better work? When I not begin hamburger gonna skip for that one. That one I just like they don't already losses. But anyway, now then go choose who will be when I leader them. And say, no man for that poor country then fish off a chair where they no put them. And if any man want pretend say one should off a chair, that then go kill him. Now anyway they turn any true African leader way one can do some small good for people them, they'll kill him. Now anyway they be kill Lumumba. Now that they pretend can bring a tooth. Let me say that people from Belgium they go take a one tooth, put an inside coffin, say the one car and go back for Zaire. After they done kill and burn and dissolve inside acid. Well, Lumumba went for help Zaire. And then Sankara, we be there for Upper Volta or Burkina Faso, they kill him too. Even Gaddafi, way if he woke up his own, talk say he want for try for help more, even make we owe money too. They turn, kill him. Then even this man for Idris Deby for Chad, now France kill him. No like that thing where they talk say some revolution will go for Chad, then they want to do some small fight. Idi who comes one go fight. Now France turn kill him. And the reason that because Ibn Nefas renewed that cooperation agreement where they tie Francophone African country will rope them for 1999 because the cooperation agreement they gave for the last 60 years. So it'll be finished for 2019. Idris Deby no one for sign and back. Then they want for change money. Idris Deby talk say, you know what, we continue that French franc made them we owe money. Then when African countries they want for meet for Yaoundé, he want come, he want see under Paul Biya, all the other African countries want come, he want see now suddenly Christine Lagarde will be in charge of the World Bank and International Monetary Fund will become French finance minister, that woman. He will come the command. The way nobody else have say he come. Then the French economic minister, so they be shocked. And so when he see him, he say, let me say we not really get to refer house because the French people they still control we. So he will come go in. Then he be talk say now French people be say may change constitution should not for chair again. So when they say hey, talk that thing with no like I'm now where the French people they pretend say something happened, then they kill him. Now French kill that man, then Tonton put that small begin talk say that he begin when I lie. Now the same thing, then they decide all thing. So anyway, they talk say all the dictator them where they thief all money and all their ministers them, I call them say Alibaba and the 40 thieves. All that one the way they work under the dictator, they do it where they want them. Now then go decide, choose them. So that made them carry all money, go hide them for white man country. All government them. Now they must decide. No country, no free get government where they no controller. That's what that people they talk. And then they say, any agreement, if they no approve them, you know, turn up. They talk say they use United Nations for control that people them. Remember, I say this Antonio Gutierrez, where he come out for Portugal, where he be prime minister for Portugal, then he can go be president for European Union before he can be Secretary General for United Nations. Remember, I say when this way Ambazonian war be start, he can pass go for Central African Republic where war be there, they send Cameroon army them. Say make them go try for do some small thing there to do that I think them. He go there then come for Yaoundé. We think so sometimes we can't talk for BSME gets more sense meaning to kill people. He can enter the inner barrier to refine. Then he take a gold. She don't you know the scene or nothing. They don't kill over 40 to 50,000 Amazonian them. No cough, no day because na inner then the work. Then sometimes they where this be they go say they go for see French president. Where the work Alexei power no day na some man they can hold a me no for. He went enter inside that presidential palace. Now Antonio Guterres, he na Macron, they come out take it inside. So you feel imagine Antonio Guterres, when a United Nations man, in a Macron way, once we will all die. You know, then they should want to read and then take beer, they go, should want to read. So you remember, I said, I can't talk to the talk. Anyway, then talk said they will use United Nations so that they will control, we fine. Make sure someone will not get no power. And then all the pretended institutions, they well caught them. They only use them for fighting with people them. So that made the control we find. So wait to and then all army them. They will make sure say that they control all the army them. Now them they train that will BIR them now. You know say Israel with America, with France, with Britain and Germany. Now them they train them. If you talk to that people then they go train them. Then they turn be a killing machine where they kill with people them. So that they train other people them and they will use them for control African them. So that made them control all we money them. This palaver goes far away, go talk plenty other things than where they want to do. And so now so we will get for no say, now so where they control we. But I want to bring the other one for Sika, this BI picking where you want to bring up for cheer. You know, you sometimes don't also take sometimes people they wonder whether they don't die. Remember, I told you they born for February 13th for 1933. That means say next year, February, he will be 90 years old. Turn for your corner, see 90-year-old people there. Now how they do? Now so the man they pretend say you know the sick. When now old man with power, no they again. It is just pretend that's all. So they pretend the wait. So that when you come off for chair, they'll put the pikin. Ma tell when the pikin tori. So muna sabi who will they get them. They talk for you say they pikin they so they be born for 1971 for Yaoundé. They say a businessman. They say if you don't study, so they go for America. Go for 1994, he get first degree for politics and economics for Southern California University. That one they so to read it. When he be there for America, he commit some crime. Then Mendoza he begin be there. So the license Mendoza he begin. Is also Mendoza don't die. Mendoza be the director for CRTV. So they turn put na Mendoza he begin inside jail free. Then he run go. He just no enter America. He want now because of catch him. If you want to prove me can enter America, he one way no pretend come like President Mosi. So anyway, he wrong going for one man country. So now they talk now say he begin get first degree. We get him for Southern California. And so you don't hear that he begin to talk anything for English people. No, talk nothing for English. So he talk say for 2004 that he begin, he be create the business. He specialized for process firewood them. So when we want to see all that we firewood them, that we treat them, where they cut them for southern zone all across Amazona. Now Paul Biya he begin, then he carry all that firewood, go sell them for one country, then he go inside Paul Biya and then he begin their pocket. Now, Paul Biya, the private business. Now, the business where they say that he begin to do on this. So, he be the cut that firewood. Say he don't do all kind of business. He don't train for that bank for Yaoundé. And then they say he don't trunk so pay plenty people they like he. Some African president they like he. They mention even Kagame, the president for Rwanda, we don't fix the country fine. Mention Babo for Zaire, for Equatorial Guinea, for Ivory Coast, where French people they don't move on. Talk other thing and they try for raise the profile so that when people that think that what we need and this. But I will go for the most important part where they inside. They talk say he be very top. Now he be the advisor, papa. Now he be the number one advisor for your papa. So even though he minister them, they know the advice, you know the year 12 from them. Now they want to be number one advisor for your papa. So even a member say, if you only take the last 6 years where they war day, they kill we papa no the cough. Now which kind of advice we they give papa? So if una want for follow La Republic, go make this Frank Bia rule una. Now the kind man that. Now he advise the parliament the bomb will begin the inside oil, kill with people and do all kind of bad thing. So they say now he be number one advisor for you papa. They say he that entered all that Freemason lodge them, learn all tricks for government like a power. That palabra for Freemasonry, they so and they Freemason them for in all around the world where they capture all politicians and business people them, prepare them for rule people them, then thief all money, carry and go put them for white man the bank for Switzerland. As I be the people who they Freemason them, as I be their name, who said the house they if God agree a few on one day, but I'll leave that one. But inside here, it also say they begin to go for all that Freemason group them. He don't learn all their science like a papa, and so he don't be ready for rule now. So when I see what way parent do, the Freemason way the La Republic they let them now the French one. And I don't tell when I say when they don't go through that French Freemasonry, they give you that red pin where you put them for your left side for your chest. So when you see all that minister them any level, they put that red pin for their chest. It means that they don't go through all that indoctrination where French Masonry they give them. Then when you don't finish the third degree, they give you that pin, you put them for your chest. And so, and for that 33rd degree, I tell you, so I get book them about other people and know them fine. They tell you saying that devil, Lucifer, and he be God. That means they don't believe for Jesus Christ, they don't believe for God. They believe that for Lucifer, where it kill, destroy, do all kind of bad thing. Where you don't go reach there, then they put that pin. That people then they so the wicked past number. But they almost lost. They know if you go any place. You have to say Bible, we don't talk. Say God, we talk, say that wicked devil, they so he go buy that woman in picking food, but the woman in picking go crush his head. So all the bad way the devil did do them for we and for the world, it only bad now with bad food. But inside Jesus Christ, we go crush his head, kill him. Now so we they go up, come down. So they know if we go any far way. But anyway, the tough I say, he don't go inside all that Freemason lodge them. He learn all that thing the way Papa don't learn them. So he don't be ready for rule now. They talk say he get the vision of his Papa where they talk say Cameroon will become first world country for 2033. Imagine. That means say in about 11 years, road no day. The small road for Bamenda go Bafisam, it passed them. Even the small road for Douala go Yaoundé passed them. Small ring road for over where they personally supervise them, they never fix them. We never see the small part of the ring road from Bamenda to Womb. They carry the Borina inside Poto motor they can't type. We no day for pass. 40 years, they don't be do anything. Before now, you can't finish this thing where Bobby thinks say for 2033, Cameroon will be like first world country. Now lie, you follow you, you die, you follow you, go enter inside die. So now say what he talk. He say now the talk for say he don't be ready. Now the man whether they choose and that. So now we see how they prepare that picking, make an announcement, it can be when a new president. When I see say that they even disobey their small way to where they call and say constitution. For that, there's more so-called constitution where they be right at the tripartite. You say when through we win election, then they pretend that trouble be there. They can't hold some small way to the call and say tripartite. And then they make Joseph Owodabi be the chief man for the negotiation, for the group where they talk about constitution. You begin Carson Anyang, where they Monzu and Professor Elad. Them when they go meet up Joseph Owona over control the thing, so Monzu them Anyang where they come out go them. Then now Joseph Owona want write that thing. That means that French people they use the hand write that thing. Inside that constitution, don't even respect themselves. They say, "No, man, show you money before you become minister or get any government position." Where no man never ever do them. And then before you come out, you show your money where they need to show them because they don't thief now. No native man they run hide in order to show something because you don't thief pass. If they pay you, they say they pay you 1 million for 1 month, 1 year, not 12 million, but you get cack away past 3,000 billion. What's how you get that? No native. Money where they say, "May you fix road," you thief and go hide them. Money where they say, "May you do thing," and then you thief and go hide them. So the reason we no fish all their property. Minister come out for chair, they won't go for only for house. He get over 100 billion francs. Which other money come out? Not thief. Minister he begin like this, but as we call it, says Minister of Finance. He begin one marriage for Hilton Hotel. There's $8 million for celebrate just for one day. That is more begin with the say Brenda. He get over $7 billion dollars, and I not talk say francs, I say $billion for inside a personal account. Every worker for one country hold telephone look up all the time. Inside telephone all the time, work are there like a refugee. And then if that's what that woman begin to get over $7 billion, so if you imagine which way he brother than get them, which way he part get them. Personally, I believe say he part get over $50 billion. But we'll leave that one for sale. No, to read that one. So which way we tell and I say that people that they so they don't do no nothing. Which way they never do. How they feel promise when I say they will do it. So now they try to prepare this begin me can chop chair. They go meet us more salt and for fumba and we don't chop bombonjo a place. They salute and then they'll start work and see chief them make and make them things that will raise the profile how we they be bring a part then they go talk saying that they be chief of chief them. They make can be in charge of that. Any man way they follow that begin, you they enter and you die. You know if you do something past which way a parent do, you only do now worse. Because they talk say you don't go for all the Freemason lodge them, go learn all the science and the tricks where your parent learn them. And we don't sabi what way part you should only look at it, they kill Ambazonia and they know the cough. And the mail exists until you know they happen. All kind of bad they happen, and they talk no nothing. And French ambassador, they should only look at. And the reason that because all these French ambassadors, they work on behalf of France, where they control the which way they call and say government for La Republique, but they carry all small money, the small money where they live and will. Let me say everything France. But then thief and carry them again, go hide them for Europe and for Switzerland. Now the reason why they always go for Switzerland, because never they go hide all that money. The bank will control all bank them. They call and say the Bank of International Settlement. Now the chief bank of all bank them. Now that people where they back so now they get them. Now even Mobutu they be put their money there. The African dictators they put their money there. Now the reason why be here to go there. All that money they there for inside. And when they die, the money don't finish, it don't lost. When I come for Sigadi Palava, I want to tell when I'm going to say, now so way it bad. But I don't want to say more na fear. Because I talk say, if you sabi your enemy, fine. Then you know how you will destroy that enemy. You sabi how you defeat them. So I want to tell you some story picking that where they inside Bible. The story that they picking them where Isaac be born. They call and say Jacob and Esau. So if you go for the book for Genesis, I want to try for go now so that I want to how we think that it truly work. I just give us some small summary and details and day. If I meet you face to face, you ask me, I feel give you book them, you go read them. I get book them where they flop from my house where we get details for that one. So we're not just talking for we head. We know what we will talk about. So when you go inside here for the book of Genesis for chapter 25, then you go for verse 19 about that kingdom. So it talks say. Now, so way Abraham is begin Isaac today, and they broke up for pidgin English. So I make all man here, the reader for English, but they broke up for pidgin English. He said, when Isaac be 40 years old, he be marry Rebecca. And Rebecca not be born in Pekin. So Isaac began for pray for God, say, may God help. Now, the Torah be say, Abraham, they so, you sabi say, the old Sarah by. So, they never done born them Pekin. God can pronounce and say, oh, once of Pekin. Then and that begin it will be Isaac where God be one time. The other one they wait and just the one way longer for skin be born Ismail them. But the one where God one time be been Isaac. So when they be born Isaac, Abraham will be 100 years old and Sarah will be 90 years old. Sarah will die. Sarah will be 127 years old. Let me say when if Sarah will one die, Isaac will be 37 years old. So it talk for you say. When Isaac be married Rebecca, Isaac will be 40 years old. Let me say after Sarah be die, Isaac will wait 3 years before he married. So when he be married, that woman where you feel the Torah speaks so that Abraham be send himself and me go find a woman now. And then you go then find the woman, then the woman can enter. Now Susie Torah, if you go before you say Bible is sweet so that I will encourage you to read them. It's sweet plenty past number. So he talks Rebecca be get belle when Isaac be don't pray, and they want to be after 20 years because when they born to begin them Isaac will be 60. That means say Isaac be married at the age of 40. Wait 20 years before he born to begin them. So he be get for the Bible talks he be get belle for 2 begin them, and before they born begin them be there inside belle they fight inside. So in my meet say, which kind of palaver this? You get belay for picking. We don't pray, make God give we. Then they fight. Say, now what it is? So he go pray. So he say, now which kind of thing they happen? So he go ask God. So God talk for you. Say, maybe you say, now two different kind of people that they inside your belly. So you will born two different people them where they fight. One go strong past the other. And then the one way you come out, the one way old will serve the one way young. So when time be born, it be time for born reach, the first one will be come out. His skin be being a red. He get be for his skin, they call and say Esau. According to that prophecy, no, he talk say now Esau will serve the other one. So means that Esau give serve the man will come out last. Then the second one will come out, if they grab that Esau back food. So he talk for you say they call his skin sin Jacob. So they talk say Jacob they grab people the back food. So and say when they be born picking them, Isaac be been at 60 years old. Like how be tell that Isaac began for wait 20 years before he even born picking them after be married. So you remember longer picking the prayer, God answer prayer, get up picking them. So now God be prophesied. And so God talk say now two different people. Now say we did where we did for this ground. We get two different kind of people that inside the world. We get one people that when they're good, and we get another people that when they're bad. That's how we did. We all there inside the world. Like how would that two picking the day inside belly? So the good one then day and the bad one then day. The good one them they be like daylight where sun they shine for outside. The bad one they be like night where place the dark for midnight where you no fit see self, you no fit even see your finger. And then he talk say as when the boy they be the worker they grow. He talk say Esau be being a man where sabi have to go catch beef them. It is what now hunt a man. But Jacob be being a man where he showing for house. It is hele mami for sika palava broke firewood. Hele mami for farm palava thing them for inside house. So he papa be liking a Esau. But the mommy be liking a Jacob. Well, if you see one thing for your first papa don't miss him. Because when picking the be there for Bele mommy go pray, what did God be talk? God be talk say now Jacob be the one where God want him. He like him. And say Esau will be the bad one. But Papa don't turn him. If Papa don't turn him, talk, he say he like it the one way God not like him. The same mommy day now with the one way God want him. So as you look and go before, the reason why I want for ready to remove and see the characteristics for that bad people who know the time they go. So one day, Jacob be cook some fine soup. I be here with mommy them for that program before this one comes. So they will talk the same thing about Esau. He be like say Holy Spirit the lead with for Sekadi Palava. So he talks say Jacob will cook some fine soup with the red, with the goosey like beans with tomato with the red. So Esau be don't go hunt, he don't tire, he come. So he be hungry, he be like say he will even die self. So he talk for Jacob say, give me that soup, man, chop him. So Jacob tell you say, I will only give you if you agree say I will chop that place where you be first speaking. So that cackle where they give you give forget like first speaking. If you agree, then I will give you soup. So Esau look at him. He say, me and the say, wait, take the thing and dash you. Take that chop, that first man in place. Give me that soup, my chop, no die. So he sell he birthright, like first speaking, for small bowl of stew. So when I see these people then they so now people the way they feel sell important things, worthwhile things for common things. Things will be very important. They will take small bribe, give up. Any small thing we no get value, they take and sell them. Then the one we get value, they throw away. That's what Esau will do. He sell it first right for be first speaking way. Now you get for be like big man, we get all kind cackle, then rich, they get all kind good thing them. He dash them. So Jacob trouble. So Esau will make that swear, say I will give all for you. So they say now way Jacob now give that stew, say me trouble. So he chop, drink, wipe mob, go in like say something no happen. Then it can't happen. We go now for another portion for verse 26 now, for the next chapter, for Genesis. It talk how way for starting from verse 20, from verse 34. It talk how way time don't reach now. So it talks say when Esau be don't be 40 old, that first begin no. He marries on two women, they will not be their country woman. And that begin them, that woman, they handbook Papa and Mammy Sote, they handbook Isaac with Rebecca. He married what woman them. That means you know they take times a bit how they choose woman. So he go before again. He talk how for verse 27. So Isaac be don't old. That papa no, if don't begin the old. The Bible talks say he so they I know the sea fine. So he called Esau talk for he say my first begin. Go find me that beef where you cook me that fine soya. So bring him out, chop bless you before I die. The blessing where you want give another blessing for chop cheer, blessing for rule. Remember, I said the first one for beef, first speaking, we get plenty cackle. He don't dash him for Jacob. Now, if Papa one die, he want for blessing with that one for chop cheer. So again, if Papa the miss him because God be don't talk for Rebecca when Rebecca be pray. Say he day in God day in with Jacob. If Papa miss him. So Isaac, yes, he answered. Isaac said, "You see that I am old. So you see me around old. Small time I will die me. When you go take your hunting equipment and go for inside bush, go catch that beef, cook me that soya with me. I really like and so bring a man chop." So he talks say when Isaac will talk for Esau like this, Imami be the here for back. So Imami remember that prayer where he be pray and wait to where God be talk for you. So he go back, go talk for Jacob. Say, "Hey Jacob, here's something. I be here how the papa talk and say me go bring beef. Make it cook it soya way the chop so that me bless it. Now just do what you me I tell you. May you go find me some small fine goat. May I sabi the kind trouble your pa like am. I go cook it that kind beef where you go like am. I want say me put that blessing there for you. That means say maybe the talk the one so na out of the thing where God we don't show you where pikin they be there for belle. Papa miss am. Papa totally miss am. Papa dey go in the wrong road. And then so then Jacob talk for him. Mommy say, "Hey, mommy, why you talk so? You sabi say me, I no be me like my brother. I no get BABA for skin. My voice be different. If me I go do that kind of thing, then my papa will see say me I want for kind life. Then if he go instead for bless me, he will instead curse me. Mommy say, no worry, go just do it with me. I talk. Make the curse come now for me. That Jacob the year, mommy he talk. So he go find that small goat, bring him. Mommy cook that pop of nice pepper soup where you know say the pass of belly. We talk sometimes say love day so it go inside belly. You know, so sometimes they when Papa don't vex, mommy cook some chop way. When the man chop and so your head turn day, we just cool it down one time. So now that kind of soup way Rebecca cook up. So Jacob now take this soup, go meet up Papa. Then Papa woke up now in a editorial. He talk for you say, who be you? Now for year where Jacob lie. I want to say, and back they one very fine. That means that Jacob they bring that chop, mommy don't cook am. It come like say na he be Esau. Then the papa say, now who this? Where you bring me that chop so? Say you be my first picking. Then Jacob lie. More than Makam. This one a true talk. Jacob lie for you. Papa say he be Esau. The reason why I want more than Makam now because one day Esau go lie. All man say na he be Jacob will not be true. The one day so na trong talk what they talk. One day I will bring them out more and sabi who be that Esau way the lie we say be Jacob today. So anyway, he say, yeah, na me be your first picking. I don't do how you be talking, maybe I do so. Then his papa say, bring another chop. And then he bring the chop. He papa say, well, but the voice no be like your own. He say, yes, na me. He say, I can't test you. He come, he touch his skin. If maybe don't put that baby, that small go, he touch him. Then he smell, he close, he smell like Esau own. So he chop him, then he bless Jacob, fine, put all that cheer blessing on top of it. And then when he don't finish, put all the blessing, he kissy, then Jacob come on. Now that time we Esau run enter. When run Esau don't come back now without his beef. He can enter say, Papa, woke up, chop that chop, bless me. Then he buy food and shake. So they needed it knock. You feel that to read for inside Genesis chapter 27. He say, hey, then now who can enter for Yahweh and chop, he chop, I bless and put that chop chair on top of it. So as it happened, he talk, he said, I not give me another blessing. So Esau cry, so take what I come off here. I say, wait to be this. Then no that my brother don't first fool my church, my position for first speaking with all the wealth, go with him. Neither can take my church chair, but again, go with him. So he talk for you say, so you don't get any other blessing for me again. So if Papa talk, say, no, I don't give me any other blessing. I can say, may you and your picking them moon have serve it. And so we don't get any serious good thing them. But he talk, say, one day, when you don't can get power, then you go separate yourself for ye. Now, the only thing I have for stop here for talk now say, one day, Esau will come there for power. And Mona Sabi said, before Jesus, when Jesus did come back, when Jesus did for cheer, no other power, no day again. That means say, Esau will not fit come for power before after Jesus don't come. If he only come for power, now before Jesus come. And that these are Esau don't turn can she done for power. And now you will the cause we play the Hamburg. So what will be happen between and say Esau now be swear. Talk say, when my papa die, I will kill that, I will kill that Jacob. And the Bible talk say, you be man of the sword. So when you see the characteristic for Esau. Now man of the sword, now man way it vex, it do plenty bad thing, and he talk say I will kill you. And papa, so he me down. They talk. He go talk for. He say no. Make that woman the way Esau married. So they cause we Hamburg. May you send Jacob. May you go for other country. Go marry better woman. No one me that will vex me again. I was talking for years more, but I just want to establish that two different kind of people in different world, and we go explore the characteristics of that two people then, because now so we will now understand how we would suffer, and this war between Ambazonia and La Republique. So it just be like say Ambazonia and that one picking one at Jacob, and then La Republique and that bad one Esau, where it vex, it do bad, it want for kill we. And as I say, as where the palaver go finish, we will win the war. I'll give a minute Pastor Komando ask some small thing before I go before.
Wow, thank you very much, Doctor. You see, I believe you say make you talk so they go finish. Now, with time don't remain now 7 minutes. So I go want to tell the people then say tomorrow, 5 p.m. Amba time, Dr. go there here again for answer any question where any man get them. And any confusion or any doubt where some man get them, make it ask doctor. But the thing where I will just want for ask here now, very briefly, now this relationship where doctor don't bring them from Bible, talking about Ambazonia and what will happen for Bible and what will happen with we for Ambazonia and La Republique du Cameroon. Now, doctor, the question what I want to ask you now say, many people they don't wake up talk say that Bible na read and so now white man Bible now white man na colonial religion. So how you gonna manage bring this kind thing colorate them with Ambazonia history and La Republique history and a jam like say they be really God be really studying Ambazonia and La Republique for bring in this kind of story. What if you tell with audience? Especially those doubters, the way they talk say, we use now colonial god, we use now they forget say we use now colonial language for talk, they use colonial clothes, we use colonial grammar, we use now colonial school and so on. But when it come for palaver for God, they burn out, say do wanna palaver for colonial God and so on and so forth. How you fit tell we a little bit in the next 5 minutes before we close. And in that one, you're going to make your concluding statements.
Correct. So what you want to tell when I say, when I say the devil no, a bad sote, a own palaver for lie, confuse people. So all that to read where you hear that they talk say Bible now white man their own. Now confusion where Bible where devil they bring us for confuse we so that we will not get the truth. Now the truth thing with the inside that the God will make we, that the same God will make all people, including white man them. And that God they saw he get the Holy Spirit. And that Holy Spirit where Bible talks say it inspire people when they fear God, may they write that God to talk for all man them. It talks say before when we know Sabi God to talk, God be free choose we. But now when we don't Sabi choose no day. So may we take God in palaver serious. May some man no fool you say that book this one a white man they own. No, now God to talk way to give it direct. And if you want to Sabi the truth, may you go you inside your bedroom, lock door, no man no day. Open, go honestly, open your eye, ask God, say, if this story for your talk not true, open my see ya. Then go take that Bible, open and read them. I tell you, say your eye will open. You will see, say, now God a letter for you. No be like that. No live a man fool you, wait there for people that color them. Devil fear enters a man to fool you, turn your head, then people that they make young guy, you think are just on top. No, go for inside your bedroom. Lock door when only you one day. You pray. You ask God, say, show me if this palaver for God to talk this one are true. And then when you don't pray like that, then go take that book open and look at. As you start reading them, you will see how God will open your eye. You will see saying that true talk. That talk this one is sweet. In that's New Testament, even Old Testament, when God opened your eye, the whole Bible from Genesis verse 1 for Revelation's last verse is sweet so to pass honey, where would the chop? and at the best talk that, and it show all we think, and as time on show you what way God really wants, say may we be, we don't give we, and the kind of thing where that bad man, where they control that bad people, the way they're tossing that darkness, that bad people, then so that devil, Lucifer, I will show you what way to do, and I will show you end and say, no worry, because he didn't say you don't finish. We palaver go finish fine. And I summarize and talk, say, it just be to say, they be talk for that people for God of it. Say that snake, this or that bad man, he go only bite your picking back foot. But your picking go crush your head, kill him. So yes, when the Republic they kill with people them, they only bite now with back foot. As I say, we begin to die, we feel sorry for all the things we don't do. The house we don't destroy, the small begin with the burn and throw inside oil, burn some, kill some woman, so this die begin to suck body from maybe don't die. When we don't see that picture, go outside, kill all people, whatever from Gabu. That one not just snake with the bite back foot, but we'll crush that head, kill that snake. That's the way they. Now the victory we will get at that. So now two of you talk for the people than that. And if you believe me, come back tomorrow. I will show you which way God get them for inside a member for second week, and the bad way Lucifer they do. And Moon as I say, no worry about you don't loss. The same thing with Amazonia and La Republique. La Republique they for the start way done bad and they don't already lost, and we they find when I will hook up chop Christmas, how we don't free for their hand.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you very much, Doctor. So tomorrow, we invite Ambazonian people for invite other friend them and other Ambazonian them. Well, when you know your history, now that time where you go feel sit up. But if you don't know your history, you don't hear propaganda outside, you know go help you. Go any man you can't talk. Yes, so but when you know which way we come out and how far we don't work out and which position we will day today, I'm telling you, you go fasten your seatbelt and you go support what way Dr. Sarkozy do. And you go support what way this interim government you do. Yes, I don't know. I know it's a number of people the way they are only for criticize and they come up talk all kind of thing them. But they not feel relate the story between Satan and God or bad and good. And it don't be very clear, say, it no matter how much of your best way you put them in, people will still criticize you. They will still talk bad about you. But one will encourage the president and the interim government, all the branches them, make them go ahead with this good work where did you do. Yeah, the one where they check say they need to do nothing, may they come in show way to where they fit do. Because for talk it's cheap. And so we go remember. Thank you very much, Doctor, once again, and then we see you tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, now at this point where we come to the end of this program, and we talk to make you no go away, other program that they come for ABC, where they tell you the truth of what way you go do. Just sit back and listen to this reminder when I remember. Remember, say you don't hear Abba Father, where you know your name. This time around, when I remember, sit back and enjoy.
Hallelujah.
When I remember, hallelujah.
Jesus died for me when I